Here we are at the start then, with my beloved Chad. These days I don't think he's my best character. I feel like I've gotten a better grip on the defect than the Chad, so that's all the more reason to play with him and get better. What are we looking at? Transform, max hit points. 7 max hit point for Transform 2 is very tempting, because losing 7 max hit points isn't losing anything. We don't even have those hit points. We're losing imaginary resources with that, so I'm well up for that. Boss swap kind of crippled me last time, but surely it wouldn't cripple me again. Panda box into 9 copies of Barricade. How about that? How about the act layout? The Spicy Elite is after the treasure chest, which is often a very positive way of taking them on. And after I slotted a Spicy Elite, we could take on 3 elites afterwards. 3 elites at the end of the act? Very tempting. However, getting a lot of fights before that's proving difficult. I used to be a big fan of taking question marks, but the more I play A20, the more I realize you need fights. You need the money, you need the card rewards, you need the potions, especially in Act 1. If I'm really desperate at this point, I guess I could buy some potions, but I don't want to. Although we might get some money events here, which make a shop better than a rest. It's a hard call for a shop to be better than a rest, but it could be. And of course it's not a rest we're looking at, it's an upgrade. This is pretty good. Spicy Elite, rest or upgrade as we need it. Elite, elite, and out of here. Pretty good act layout. I often talk about act layouts and whether I think they're good or bad, and I'm not saying that my judgment is the judgment of all judgments. I'm still a relative newbie at this game with my 300 odd hours, but I think I've got a good grasp of what makes good and bad act layouts. Generally it's elite plus rest sites, but it's also the configuration. You don't want the elites early, because the elite, this elite is as strong as an elite here. The difference is I'm going to be much more prepared for this elite. There's also optionality. Can I duck out if things look really bad? For example, let's say I'm somehow crippled at this point. We have a get out of jail free card where we can go around the elite. Even here we can go around the elite this way. We could have an eliteless act, although never have an eliteless act 1. Point is we're transforming 2, so let's see it. I will probably transform a strike and a defend. I could transform 2 strikes. Ironclad can end up in a really rancid situation when he has no defense cards. But there's no knowing what these will transform into, except they won't be curses. They'll be Ironclad cards. Common, rare, uncommon, they're all, I believe, equal chance. If I get rid of all my strikes, I could be in trouble. I think I'll do 1 and 1 then. Oh god, not again. Fire breathing is here saying take statuses. I don't want to take statuses. What a curse that is. Do not like this card. I mean, it can be great. Wonderful way to destroy the sentries. So maybe we keep it for Act 1 and... Are we fighting Slime Boss? No, we're not. Okay, then maybe get rid of this by Act 2. Get a lot of dazes in Act 2, though. We'll contemplate you. Anyway, Searing Blow is a very interesting option here. If you get a Searing Blow card and you want to make a Searing Blow deck, you have one thing to do, and that is to hit as many rest sites as possible and always upgrade Searing Blow. Upgrade almost nothing else unless you have another card that is just so important to upgrade, although I can't imagine what that would be over a Searing Blow. Maybe if you get upon a Barricade with some entrenched stuff, consider that, but it's Searing Blow all the way down. I wonder if that's enough for me not to take on this Spicy Elite, because if I'm going Searing Blow, I'm investing heavily in Searing Blow. It's a bit of a garbage card until you upgrade it, that's part of the problem here. But that's a really poor transform too. I'm actually weaker from that in my opinion. But it is only my opinion. Let's press on. Do I want to change anything based on that? Nah, let's move. I would love you to die, but I don't want to take... Wait, hang on, this is fine. I can kill you, and I can block 5, because I can take up to 6 and we'll still heal. However, I need to then not be horribly destroyed. So we've already seen and gone with our Ascender's Bane, meaning fire breathing is a complete waste of time. Well, maybe not. We do have Slimed. We do have Slimed. Well, let's give it a go. Don't you hurt me, Spiky Slime. Oh, he absolutely wants to hurt me. Funnily enough, though... And it is funny. We were able to secure the kill there thanks to that. Although a strike would have achieved the same thing, so maybe not. Anyway, we get the lowest amount of money possible in a fight, 10 gold. We get the elixir to exhaust any number of cards. Could be a way to get rid of fire breathing. And then we get our first options, reckless charge. Shuffle a dazed into your draw pile. You know what that synergizes with? Ah, jeez, do I really want to do that? I'm not so sure I do. There's also Twin Strike, which is a very takeable damage card. Oh man, my attempt to do a status deck again is going to get me killed. It's the third time in a row we've been offered status deck as a way to build our Ironclad. I'll take it. I will take it. If nothing else, it's 7 damage for no energy. And this is also a good turn against the Cultist. Being able to just do 3 strikes turn 1 is always very welcome against this fool. Maybe don't do that nonsense. Look at this. That's some guaranteed extra damage on this freak. I probably should have taken that 6 because I could heal it all away. And there we go. Get that damage done for free. And... oh, crumb. I didn't actually mean to click that. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. Alright, well, I guess I'm taking my 6. That's okay, though. We can heal the full 6, so that mistake meant nothing. But, it's not often that I accidentally release mouse buttons, but it's just my poor destroyed body after that DDR. This is feeling very familiar. We get 10 gold and an elixir. What? Rage against the machine, cleave, or thunderclap. It's a takeable cleave. I do not like thunderclap, not at all. Vulnerability at 1 cost to go with Searing Blow if and when that gets upgraded I suppose isn't too terrible, but fighting against Cleave, I'll take Cleave, thank you. Time to see how many perfect strikes get offered this round. Yeah, it's a painful thing. Never know what cards are going to be coming your way. Hello, Jawworm. Hello, Jawworm's introductory 12 damage. Ow. And he doesn't let up. Why would he let up? Letting up would be a fool's errand. Get the damage done, put Jawworm in the grave as quickly as we can. Jawworm really wants a piece of me today. There's a problem with fire breathing. Comes too late and then you don't actually get any benefit out of it. But when is it not a problem? Donk. First actual damage we're taking here, courtesy of Jawworm. But that's just typical Jawworm things. He's a pretty nasty matchup for the Chad, really. Bloodletting, energy, pommel strike. Pommel strike, attack, and draw. I don't think I've been offered any block cards so far. I don't really count rage. As ever, Shrug It Off and True Grit are very welcome for the Chad. Impervious is amazing, but of course that's a rare card, so very unlikely to be seen. I could take that pommel strike. Draw is always welcome. That said, with Bash and Searing Blow, Bloodletting's not untakeable. The issue is I might use Bloodletting and then I don't even have 4 other worthwhile cards to play. Especially considering I've got a 0 cost card right here with Reckless Charge. Might be the Pommel Strike. Yeah, the money rewards have been a joke so far, but what can you do? You get between 10 and 20 for a regular fight, and what is it, it's like 20 to 40 for an elite? Not actually sure. It's probably not anger, so I'm dilly-dallying between these two. Pommel Strike or Bloodletting. Probably at this point it's Pommel Strike. We need the damage output. Gotta consider, will Nob be there to put me in my place? Would I pay almost all of my money to get rid of a card? I would almost get rid of Fire Breathing if I didn't think Sentries might be coming my way. And I don't want to heal, because it would only be 8 of those 17 hit points. Getting ahead on strike removes wouldn't be too bad. You know what, let's do that. Get rid of one of these strikes, please. That way we're 2 down without even having visited a shop. Also, that does not increase the price of removing from a shop. However, here's something that comes with a price. The Wheel Gremlin. Haven't seen you in a long time. We spin the wheel, equal odds of all of this. Remove a card, gain a curse, get a healing, get a relic, get 100 times the act of money. So 100 gold here, but it'd be 200 or 300 in Act 2 or 3, or he just shivs you. This is one of the few events in the game that can just kill you and you have no control over it. But we have enough hit points to survive it. Even if he does ready his shiv, just don't give me a curse and we're okay. Ho ho ho! Relic is the best outcome I could have gotten all of this, as long as the relic isn't something like the boot. It is not the boot. It is in fact an incredibly good relic, the Horn Cleat. Block on turn 2 is solved. And that's really good, because the Guardian strikes us on turn 2, and most of the elites come at you pretty hard on turn 2. Well, to a degree. Definitely want to upgrade. Here's a question. Do we go all in on Searing Blow, or do we not go all in on Searing Blow? I say we go all in on Searing Blow. Don't see the Searing Blow deck often enough, because there's no guarantee you see this card often enough to make this worthwhile, but it's going to need about 3 upgrades before it starts coming into its own. And I will need extra energy so it's more playable. Alright, let's keep going. The illusion of choice. The event is a fight. Not liking the fact that Acidic Slime is already wanting to put weak on me. Fungal Beast is not buffing. Acid Slime needs to die a death. Any damage is real damage here. But we don't need to worry about what Acid Slime is doing to us right now. Maybe worry a little bit about what Fungal Beast is doing. Do I want to draw into any of this nonsense? I probably don't, because Searing Blow dealing 16 is pretty good next turn. And I don't have any slimes, at least not currently. I don't like being weakened, though. That said, Pummel Strike does more damage than the other things that we have here. And I do want that cleave for the AoE damage. I'm going to take a risk on it anyway. It did not pay off. That said, we just ignore the Searing Blow for now. I want to get that damage done. I really want that damage done. Get out of my face. Oh yeah, there's that daze and I don't have fire breathing. Maybe should have considered that going forward. Next turn could be rough. The Fungi Beast is going to be buffed and attacking me as well. Just leave it to chance. What are we getting? Other than brutally attacked here. Okay. Okay. Would you look at that? Searing Blow coming into its own. Doing stuff that other cards can do anyway. What a card. Get our healing, get our gold, get a net positive and all of that, and then get options. Inflame does not synergize well with Searing Blow. This card, assuming we survive long enough to upgrade it plenty, is going to be bafflingly strong on its own. So it's... Well, I mean, it could still take Inflame for the other cards, but I'm currently looking at that Blood for Blood. Suddenly, I wish I'd taken that Bloodletting. Blood for Blood is a good card, but it's also a good upgrade. I really need to consider cards that don't need upgrades to be really good going forward. Inflame is one such card. And there's also the idea that I could skip all of these. The leaner the deck, the better Searing Blow is. You want to keep drawing into it again and again. I think we might try and make do without any of these cards, even though both of these are quite nice in their own way. I didn't know it could land on not getting shivved by that little bugger. What could it be? You've had some frustrating times with Wheel Gremlin, Dark Young. I have to think pretty hard about this. These are some good cards, but when you're going Searing Blow, you gotta add stuff that is a net benefit more than just dragging down the Searing Blow. Headbutts are very welcome. Anything that draws is welcome. Anything that goes away once played is somewhat welcome, which Inflame does. Fighting a Guardian, huh? You know, Guardian might really need me to have that inflamed. I'll take it. Oh boy, Red Slaver. This guy's unpleasant to deal with, and I have to deal with him. Cleave is better than a strike, but yeah, this guy, he doesn't mess around. Comes in with a wee one. Searing Blow is there, but it's probably better to get bashing this freak. And I'm very, very happy about Horned Cleat. See the amount of effort Horned Cleat is putting in. Allows me to just go all in on turn 2 without having to worry about consequences, and then oh my god, what is this? Consequences, right? Go on, then get your full 6 on me. It's the last time you'll ever strike me, Slaver. That's not true, he'll be back in Act 2. I think it's no to all of these. Lose 1 hit point, deal 5 to all enemies. You know that. Works with Rupture, which you haven't seen, but it works with Blood for Blood, which we turned down earlier. Destroys the sentries, but I think we skip that. And we get a relic, which will hopefully further our defensive cause, because if we're going all in on Searing Blow, we could end up with a lot of troubles. Having to rest is also really going to impact the Searing Blow strategy. What do we have? Oh, the freaking boot. What would I do without the boot? I'll tell you what I do. I get the Sapphire Key. I'm not taking the boot. The boot is good for pretty much one enemy and a few niche cards. Well now, look who it is. It's the freaks that get destroyed by fire breathing as long as I live long enough to play it. Which actually means the first round of Dazed is bad, because I need that fire breathing down. That said, it's not that bad, is it? My bigger concern is how much I'm going to get ruined by the 20 incoming. No, actually, 20 incoming next turn's no problem, thanks to Horncleat. We have surprisingly little to worry about. I don't think I want that Dazed. It's going to slow down my draw going forward. I can't have that. Okay, then. I mean, it is 7 damage. But let's face it, we're not going to be killing next turn, are we? 7... Oh, right, they're metallicized. Absolutely not. Metallicized sentries is one of the more terrifying prospects. I need that fire breathing yesterday. Please give it to me. That's not fire breathing. Get a bit of damage done. It needs to be done. Alright, I need that fire breathing down right now, or else this fight goes into bad places. Already lost a bit of its output. Searing Blows 16. Actually 12 on you, but I think I'm actually going to need that extra damage output on you. Take another 10. Not happy about it, but it's there. Hey Jake, how's it going? More or less forced to status deck, although it does feel good when it works, I'll give it that. Absolutely, positively give it that. Ah, if only I'd played Inflame, then this guy would be dead. Instead we take another 10, which is not at all welcome. Boom. Happy Flower is extremely welcome. Every third turn, gain energy. It's 1/3 of a boss relic with no downsides. We have 2 of the 3 keys for the heart. Ancient Potion. Ancient Potion. Could block vulnerable from Knob. Alright, I'll take it over an Elixir, which is currently not a lot of use to me. Shockwave is a good card, because it exhausts when I play it. That's a good enough reason. Maybe use case for Warcry here, it also exhausts. No, I will take the Shockwave. Pommel is great as well. Pommel Strike is good, but I have one, and I can't spare upgrades, because everything is going on Searing Blow. Shockwave is good with an upgrade, but it doesn't need it. Searing Blow needs every upgrade I can spare. Now this will either be Lagavulin or Gremlinob, and that's actually a terrifying prospect. I don't think I'm well situated for Laggy. I can block his strength down, but that's about it. He could easily destroy me. Alright, let's go for it. It's not Lagavulin, it's Gremlinob. I think I'll get more out of this fire breathing. Don't know what Pommel Strike is going to draw, though. Maybe I don't play it and I play everything else instead. Although it might... can't really afford drawing something that I want to play and then can't, though. Alright. Well, look at that, then. Damn. I'd love to do Shockwave and Searing Blow so I could absolutely ruin this fool, but I don't have the energy, and Happy Flower doesn't want me to have that energy either. We're in for a bad time with this knob. A really bad time with this knob. He's going to ruin me next turn, so let's drink the Artifact Potion so I don't get vulnerable, because we're not killing him next turn. Now he only strikes for 16, very generous of the knob. And I've got the Happy Flower energy, so I can actually bash him. I could strike, 9/9, probably better than Inflaming actually. Just get the damage in. Eat my 16 for breakfast, and then destroy him. Boom and boom. All in all, not terrible. Oh, with an amazing, amazing reward. Suddenly Fire Breathing and Inflame looking really good. This deck now needs draw. It's not a second Searing Blow. Could be a disarm. Especially against the Guardian. Hell yes to disarm. It exhausts, and it's pretty good against his multi-hits. I'm getting pretty beaten up right now, though. Oh dear. Gouged and trampled. What was gouged and trampled? That's Gremlinob, right? We just beat him. Surely we could beat him again. That's not how it works, though. I lost my potion. Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself to be in a better situation for dealing with Nob now than last time. The last 2 times I did this, I got the enemy on the first time I searched. How do we deal with Nob when we have 26 health? Would you recommend this game to sink my teeth into, asks Yagamoth. Yagamoth himself. This is one of the most polished games I've ever played. It is the most balanced game I've ever played. The balance in this game is fantastic, and those combine to make an endlessly replayable experience. This game is so good that I don't give any deck-based roguelites the time of day unless they can claim to be at least as good as this game. It is the gold standard. This game is kind of like what FTL was. FTL Faster Than Light. A truly shining example of brilliance. I mean, FTL is still brilliant, but it is old by now. I'll play your game. And now I will leave. We got the relic. We could get some money, but I really want to keep upgrading my Searing Blow. I may have to rest here, though. This won't be Nob, by the way. It'll either be Lagavulin or Sentries. Sentries are actually almost welcome at this point. I still don't have a block card, though. I might have to not take those that elite. We have not been offered any block cards. And I already got rid of a block card, so we are very vulnerable. Thank goodness for the Horned Cleat. I'd be dead without it. Right, we're not chancing this. But do we chance this? The thing is, it just takes 3 attacks from these sentries, and I am destroyed by them. But I can destroy them too. Too many things can go wrong here. I think I'll take the fight. Just because I really don't think I can take on the elite. If it's Lagavulin, he destroys me. And if it's sentries, they probably destroy me. Yeah, I need a regular fight with a block card. Okay, this could be good. Wow. So when I was saying could be good, what I meant was this is really bad. Still really bad. I think I Reckless strike you, and then defend. All things considered, I would have liked you to die, but I didn't have 28 output on me. 7 and 6 will kill you. Ow! So I'm already taking 9 damage, and I only heal 8 total, so this has already been bad for me. I full block this, but I don't get options to destroy these fools, so that's the best I can do. Curl them up. Play these. They don't do anything, but I'll play them. Whoa, Jesse! What's this guy like? Anyway, now they're not attacking me, but they die anyway. That was a rough fight, even though it was just against 3 lice, but I am desperate for a block card. Shrug it off, True Grit, Impervious. None of the above, unless we count Metallicize. Do we count Metallicize? Normally, I'm not a big Metallicize believer, but in the current situation, and the fact that I have Mummy Hand, I think I have to take it. So I will. I can't spare it an upgrade, though. I will, however, give Searing Blow the upgrade. It's a tough matchup here against the Guardian without block. Could very easily die here. So let's not die. It's that simple. Make Shockwave free. Actually, it doesn't matter anymore. Here we go. He's going to hit me with destroy, 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 but the fun thing is, it doesn't matter that much. I say that much, it still matters. I don't think I can deal 43 damage right now. What do I have? 10, 12, 12. Yeah, not quite. However, I do have an attack potion, because I'd really rather not take 13, not 13, 10 right now. This is probably my attack potion. Bash has vulnerable, yeah, but he's already vulnerable. We're already getting boosted up. Yeah, definitely disarm this freak, but what's in the attack pot? Pretty bad options. Body Slam is nice now, because it'll do 14, but it's not nice for the rest of the fight, because I won't have block, so pretty grim. I think we just have to take a cleave, and I'm not happy about that. Oh well, it's ours now. Maintain the vulnerable. Wait, is this actually going to transform him? Yes, yes it will. Do I want these dazed? Kind of. Oof, not thrilled about this. This fight could go very bad very fast. If I get the opportunity to, I should probably elixir away some strikes. Don't currently have the opportunity to. This guy needs to die. So Searing Blow, even though it'll do counterattack damage, is quite tempting right now. But so's Inflame. What about both? Ah, did not make defend free. Oh well. Needs to be done. Does this need to be done? One argument is you can't afford to do it. The other argument is I can't afford not to do it. I'll leave it be though. He's no longer weakened as well. That makes my life... oh man, Searing Blow. Now is not the time. Might have to be the time. We're not going to see it next turn, and he's going to hit me for 5 by lots. Might just go for the full block then. 10, 13. Could I take 1? Yeah, to do some damage, I'll take 1. Not 1, 3. Oops. I know how to maths. I need to make him buckle next turn really badly. Maintain the vulnerability, recklessly charge into him, cleave him down. I had energy, didn't I? Happy flower. Could have saved me that. Could have saved me all that incoming damage, actually. Oh, well. Who makes mistakes, anyway? I might die due to that. Hmm. 8, you say? I don't think I kill him next turn. At least I can block this, but I probably can't block what's coming. In a moment of desperation, I think I should purge these so I have a chance of Searing Blow later. Or else I'm toast. Yep. Yep. Getting punished massively right now. Really very massively. I've got 8, 12 is incoming. I'm taking 4. I could hit him once. I should probably hit him once. Oh, he does 4 with that, doesn't he? Not 3. Why do I think it's 3? I got 5, 6, 7, 8, so I have 12, 16. Yeah, I can't actually play that. I will die. Bummer, I think I'm toast. Well, I thought I was toast. But I'm still standing. He's no longer vulnerable, though. That becomes a problem. Happy Flower is not there to land Searing Blow together with Bash. He needs to die between this turn and next. Oh, but he's going to do Destroy, Destroy, Destroy. Yeah, now I'm toast, surely. Searing Blow is 29, but Bash will make these do considerably more. I think that's the play. And it means if we somehow... No, we won't draw Searing Blow if I put this in. I have to actually think about whether or not I want to do Reckless Charge right now. 13 down to 10. I'll be able to strike and cleave. I will need an attack card to go with this, or else I'm super toast. Oh god, I actually have to run the numbers. How much does he block by anyway? When he blocks, he'll block 9. So if I hit him with this, I need to deal 19, because he'll have 10 left. I can deal 19, because 6 and 8 are 19. Alright, we're in. We're all in. Guardian has to die. Thank you, Dazed. Thank you, Strike. Thank you, Cleave. Ah. You almost had me, Guardian. You very almost had me. But I am the master. Also, I misplayed so badly. I completely missed my Happy Flower and I could have prevented a lot of incoming damage. So if I died, it would have been on me. But I didn't. And who knows, if I'd played it like that, maybe it would have all gone differently. That offering is too good to pass up, surely. Its draw, its energy, I need both right now. Bludgeon is more of a Snecko card, really. Although it's also a Mummy Hand card. Double tap makes Searing Blow smash things. But they need to be drawn together, otherwise it's not particularly useful. I think it's offering. It's very hard to say no to offering. Especially if I get junk as a boss relic here. Surely get Snecko now. We haven't seen Snecko in a long, long time. I would take Snecko in this deco, which would make me feel sad about taking offering. But I think offering is the only sensible option here. Although double tap does work extremely well with Searing Blow. It's as good as the best attack in your hand after all. Yeah, more draw is faster Searing Blows. Let's go offering. It's not even that bad as a Snecko card, because even if it's 1 or 2 cost, it's still good, because it still draws well. That's not Snecko, so we made the very right decision. However, are any of these particularly right decisions? Fire breathing means curses aren't too bad, but they're still bad, and they slow down my drawing. But I need the 4th energy really badly, because currently I cannot bash Searing Blow, which is an important combination to give Searing Blow a 50% boost. Cage for leanness, yes, but also no. I currently have not removed a single card from the merchant, so it wouldn't take a long time to just remove 2 strikes and have this be a lot more dense. Leaning towards the cursed key. Maybe we'll find Omamori. I would even buy Omamori, I reckon. Yes, Alexander, Searing Blow works. I thought you weren't coming back until Wednesday. Searing Blow is the only card that can be upgraded multiple times, and every time you do, you add an increasing amount of damage on it. The first one gives +4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9. And by the time you have Searing Blow +6, it just flattens almost everything. If you go Searing Blow deck, this is the only card that you're really caring about. Everything else is just there to facilitate playing Searing Blow over and over again. So you want energy, you want draw, you want deck manipulation, anything to bring Searing Blow back into your hand and smash enemies. Also making enemies vulnerable and of course being able to block. And we have not been even offered a single block card. So I need to find... I think I should go to a shop as soon as possible and rectify this situation. But I need the energy, so we're taking Cursed Key. Not happy about that, because I don't like missing chests. Yes, Apotheosis and Armaments will increment Searing Blow, but not permanently, just for that one fight. So if it's +6, and you play Apotheosis, it'll go to +7. And if you Armaments, it'll then go to +8, but it'll go back down to +6 at the end of the fight. Right, I am definitely up for 2 shops immediately. I need to solve my block problem immediately. However, there's a forced elite. There is a forced double elite taking the shop path. Ow, ow, ow. Now, you might say elites are good, and you're right. However, this is a Searing Blow deck. You know what Searing Blow deck's like? Upgrades. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Probably an elite and then another upgrade. And we're fighting the bronze automaton of fun. He could be a problem. How do I deal with hyper beam? Yeah, the book hunger. The book would eat me alive here. Alright, this is going to be unpleasant because I won't have a shop to remove the curse. As long as the curse isn't normalcy, we'll surely be fine. Hello, hilarious spheric guardian. What do I do about you? I feel very sad. Also have no potions. No potions feels very, very bad. Never did take that double tap, did I? I'm not keen about putting dazed into my draw pile right now, but I'm keen on killing this guy as soon as possible. On the 4 energy, I will pass on the reckless charge. Yes, we can go to the chest and not open it. That is absolutely a possibility. Pommel strike, and then that way these will definitely make shockwave free, although shockwave does nothing right now, which is a bit sad. But, oh, even defend does nothing. This all does nothing, whatever. At least he no longer has any artifact. But now he punishes me severely, because I got no block. He comes in with his 11x2, I don't have any block cards. I mean, I've got my beloved Searing Blow, but what good is that right now? I'll tell you what, not much of anything. Oh, but Disarm actually works pretty well here. If I play the strikes, Fire Breathing definitely makes Searing Blow free, which is quite cool. Thank you, Mummy Hand. Thank you, Free Ring Blow. That was a mistake. I should have played Searing Blow earlier so it was in my draw pile. Gone and hurt myself by doing that, but oh well. My regular cards plus Inflame should be enough to deal with you. And they absolutely positively are. Still, that's a welcome to Act 2 beating if ever you see one. Oh, finally block cards, but it's 2 in one place. True Grit is very, very welcome here because it'll slim down my deck. The only thing it has to not destroy is Searing Blow itself, so... But then again, Shrug It Off draws, which is also good, and it's strictly speaking more block. Excuse me. No, we won't be upgrading anything other than Searing Blow, so I can't hold out for the upgraded True Grit. Then again, if we're going to be picking up curses, I might want to True Grit them away. Tough call. Give me the Shrug. Especially with the energy, I want to be able to draw more cards. More block cards, please. Power Through is a block card, and the wounds trigger Fire Breathing. Also Fire Breathing 2. Feed is here. Oh, Orrery is here. Can't have both. Card Remove is here. I want to remove those strikes. Boy, I could go on a spending spree here. Orrery is incredibly tempting, but it only leaves me with 114 gold, which is not enough to get Card Remove and Power Through. Orrery is not slim. Yeah, but I can pick up cards that exhaust and draw, which would be very good. Be very, very good. Difficult choices to be had here. Power Through bloats the deck, which is quite bad, but I am fairly desperate for some block. Immolate is also some nice front-loaded damage. Kind of wish this was something like an Evolve or a Dark Embrace, especially an Evolve, actually, given the Reckless Charge. Power Through boosts Fire Breath. That's really not the strategy, though. At this point, I could happily remove Fire Breathing and Reckless Charge, and I probably would if removing strikes wasn't just better already. Excuse me. I'm a distraught man after all that DDR. Panacea, or his artifact? Meh. It's a bit of a drawdown adding Panacea, although it does exhaust. Artifact wouldn't do much for me, though. There's no effects that I do to myself that I'd want Artifact to help out with. It's not like I have Core Surge with Bias Cognition for Defect. Orrery is the closest to block, yeah. Yeah, I think I have to grab it. I can do the orrery and a remove. That way taking the cards off the orrery doesn't feel so bad. It's very hard to turn down orrery whenever I see it. Alright, make it worth my while. Exhume. Exhume can exhume the offering for more draw. It can exhume the shockwave for more weak and vulnerable. I like that exhume. Sentinel would have been pretty good if I'd taken True Grit. Hello, True Grit. Hello, another Shrug It Off. No to Carnage. It's not Carnage's time anymore. Second Disarm is quite welcome. Do not take a second Searing Blow. The only time when you'd want a second Searing Blow is if you're at the end of the game, you have Searing Blow plus 10, and you find Dolly's Mirror, which can duplicate that Searing Blow, or the event that duplicates a card. Then you can have 2 Searing Blow plus 10s. That's good. But taking another low-level Searing Blow is not an idea. Definitely not Juggernaut. Almost certainly that Disarm, though. Disarm is block. Havoc with a plus. No, there's nothing really worth havocing right now, especially when I don't have Frozen Egg. This is block cards galore, though. I should be happy about that. That's definitely a skip, though. Might take that True Grit. Definitely taking that Disarm. Might take Shrug It Off and True Grit here. And Exhume. It's worth havocing Searing Blow, no, because then we exhaust Searing Blow, but I think you know that, Harkalada. Another Metallicize, it's energy. It's also Mummy Hand. Where was Metallicize? I will take Metallicize. Powers aren't so bad because the powers go away when I play them, and of course they make something free. I'm tempted by that True Grit massively. Exhausting is good. Exhausting is really good. I'll be getting rid of a strike here for certain. Yeah, all in all, a really good orrery. I can never upgrade it, though, if all my upgrades go towards Searing Blow. That's why I'm a little bit hesitant on taking the True Grit, because it will exhaust at random. Now, that's fine if we don't care what it exhausts, but it's not fine if we do. And sometimes we really do. Gonna take the Shrug It Off. Draw is good with the extra energy. Definitely no to these. Do I want Exhume? Exhuming Offering can be really good. I'm passing up on the feed, so that won't be an option. Exhuming Disarm is another interesting option. Wasn't Ethereal semi-exhaust? No, Ethereal means if you don't play the card when it's in your hand, it will exhaust at the end of your turn. Not many cards have that, but unupgraded Apparitions and Echo Form and Carnage all have it. So does Ghostly Armor, now that I think about it. So you play them or they get exhausted. I'm unsure about this Exhume. I have to pay energy, but Exhuming an Offering could really help power my way down the deck. Also, that's essentially having 3 Disarms. That would really destroy certain foes. I don't think Automaton is one of those foes, though. He's riddled with Artifact. Shockwave is a bit of an expensive one to bring back as well, but that Offering is tempting. I think I'll pass because it's kind of clogging until... Yeah, it's a bit too cloggy. Oh, right, actually. Please get rid of a strike. Those strikes hurt me more than you could possibly imagine. And he can probably imagine. Well, this is an unacceptable turn 1. 22 incoming. Minimal mitigation. I think this is where Offering into all those beautiful Shrug It Offs that I have come in. Well, Shockwave is good. Enough energy to... I just play everything here. It's kind of nice when you have a turn where you don't have to think much. Defend, defend. Disarm the guy that does the more damage, or disarm the guy that I'm not going to be bullying the most. Yeah, I'll take it that way, actually. Cleave them all down, strike the back guy. I always focus the back guy because he does more damage. Kind of case in point, but he has a bigger attack. Tell me about the bigger attack. Yeah, the lunge for 18. Wait, is this his lunge? No, I think he's still just regular mugging. Anyway, speaking of mug, that's what he is, because he's about to die. Make something free. A strike, that's perfectly acceptable. Yeah. Kablap and Kablunk. Shockwave putting in some good work there for keeping me safe and keeping my enemies extremely dead. Yeah, this fight should be over, right? But it's notably not over. 13, 16, yeah, now it's over. I have no meta scaling to be done, so we just proceed and destroy. If I'd bird-faced Urn, for example, I would have stopped and said, oh, I need to play all my powers to max out my healing. One of my least favorite relics, actually, because of that, because you draw out fights just to make the most out of it. Anyway, we get our money back. Why was that 39? Oh, because they stole everything I had, and he still wanted to mug me more. Get the money back, get a phenomenally good reward. If I were to die, revive myself with 30. That's what I was talking about, the evolve. And it's pre-upgraded with Mummy Hand, even though there is another disarm. And I like disarm. We are incredibly taking that evolve. Now Wild Strike is a great card to have, because suddenly the daze that it gives me is a draw 2 card. -1 because of itself, but that's still good. Anything that gives me dazes, wonderful news. It synergizes very well with fire breathing, and it's kind of an extra layer of the strategy to go with Searing Blow. Remember when I was saying this is our only strategy? This one card opens things up a lot. I'm still beelining for all the upgrades, because being able to get 1, 2, 3, 4 more upgrades on Searing Blow is a big deal. Loveness 4 energy. Ooh, upgrade a card! I wonder which card I'll upgrade. Searing Blow goes from 27 to 34. Shelled Parasite is still a big old pain in the bum. But when is he not? Actually, these Metallicites are going to be coming in and doing a lot of heavy lifting. And just like that, I get 6 extra block on top of the 5 here, and I can play everything because it's all free. And don't mind if I do. 7 and 6 is 13, doesn't break your shell, so... This is, statistically speaking, the most dangerous fight in the game. Apparently. And you can see why. You got this massive tank here who hits you really hard and makes you frail, and you got this guy who not only buffs himself pretty handily, like +5 strength, if you kill him you become vulnerable, so this guy ends up smashing you even more. It's not a very fair fight, really, but at no point is this game obligated to be fair to you or me. Bash? No, but defend is fine. I'm already full blocking though, so... Defense going forward will be tough, so I don't particularly want to be vulnerable by Fungal Beast. But my choices are few here. I mean, this Shelled Parasite, he just attacks. And is very unpleasant, especially when it goes with his Fel 21, but... 40-40-20 with Fel. He's going to do nasty things to me, so he is. With that said, he gets brutalized by Disarm. However, if I put Vulnerable on him, there's a chance I could... Nah, Searing Blow wouldn't put a swift enough end to him. I think I'm better off killing the rat right now, which I'm not normally a fan of doing. First, at least, but that's a bit of a problem with the strategy we have here, is that if we don't have Searing Blow, we're not really doing damage. Shockwave will make a 2-cost card free. That's great. And it's Shockwave, and that's just easy to do. And now, I probably have no problem using Offering, because I'd like to kill the Fungal Beast and block. Oh, there won't be any blocking. But I could disarm that fool massively. Let's do it. Well, maybe not massively. Just won't work out so easily for me. Whatever. We must press on regardless. Disarm's free, of course. Saves me a little bit. Probably made a bad call. I should have smashed the Shell Parasite earlier, but whatever. Metallicize is doing the best it can. Getting really bummed down with all the damage I'm taking, though. I would like that to stop. Very much like that to stop, just as I'd like you to die. Speed Potion. The artifact would be very good for this. It would be a great solution for any boss. The Panacea that we saw earlier, but I think we made the right call. Ghostly Armor is a block card, and I can make it go away when I want to. At this point, another card that says 10 block is actually quite welcome, but it'll probably be the last of the block cards we care for taking. Shrug, Shrug, Ghostly Armor, double Metallicize. I do think I need it, though. Block game is insufficient currently. Hello, Searing Blow. You're really starting to get wings. 42 damage. It's better than a bludgeon. And cheaper, too. Uh-oh, Secret Elite. Very nice of the Snake Plant not to smash me 8 by 3 this turn. But it is going to weaken me and frail me. There's not much I can do about that. Run 2 will be the All Knives and Shivs character? Maybe. It'll either be Defect or the Stabby Lady. If only I weren't weakened, we'd put an end to you. However... 10... 9... Disarming you actually more or less saves the fight, right? Witness. 6 by 3 with a shrug. I full block and to blap you. Life is good. Could have considered the Inflame. It might have made what I had free, but I didn't want to chance on that. That said, I need you dead right now. You don't seem very keen on dying. But I'm very keen on you dying. I can turn it into 4 by 3. If Shrug gets me Ghostly Armor, this could be good. I think I'm okay taking 3 rather than taking 6 to draw my way through. Definitely want to Reckless Charge. We always want to Reckless Charge. Yeah, I think I'll take my 3. Hang on, do I even hurt you going forward? There's no damage here. Oh, that's a problem. But I don't think he'll 8 by 3 me again, right? Right? Chomp cannot happen 3 times in a row, and we just saw it last time, so we will temporarily be okay. Plus, we got Fairy if things look really bad. Yeah, there we go. He's going for doing nasty things to me. What a horror show. At least I can play everything here. Go, mummy hand, go. I don't even need this, but I'll keep it anyway. And now you need to die. Post-haste. Alright, that guy can be a real pain. I'm very happy to see him dead. Swift Potion can get me out of some miserable situations because my draw game is still not very good. Heavy Blade is not the strategy, so it goes away. Warcry doesn't really do anything bad, but it doesn't do anything good enough, so we say no to that. More upgrades. Searing Blow, you are my dream. I need a headbutt yesterday, so we can headbutt Searing Blow back onto the top of the deck. This is a medium-sized chest. It could hold a relic of any rarity, but it will give me a guaranteed curse. The curse could be debilitating, or it could be something we don't care about much, like Clumsy. Point is, we don't have a way of getting rid of it. I have no targeted exhaust. I have no exhaust at all, actually. So whilst a relic would be good, we might have to say no to the relic. I know that feels bad. There might even be money in here. I think there's a 50% chance of a chest containing money. And the bigger the chest, the more the money, but I think if we open this, we jeopardize our hand. A curse is too much to tolerate right now, with no way of removing it until the next act. And there's no way of knowing where in the act the shops will be. They could all be right at the end, so we have to go through an act and a half with a curse. Surely we can take a risk. The risks are spicy. No. No way. The leaner we keep the deck, the better we are. And the curse could truly be debilitating. So we skip the chest, and that pains me to do so, because relics are good. We have, however, already skipped a relic in favor of the key, so there's nothing saying we have to ever open another chest. Which is cool. Almost as cool as doing 61 damage with a Searing Blow plus 7. Well, now I want to see that card right now. Well, these guys will instantly get demolished by Searing Blow. The problem is, Searing Blow is only one card in this deck without enough draw. And I would like some more draw. Let's just have fewer problems in general, okay? Kind of crazy having so much disarm. Is this crazy, though? Definitely offering these guys need to die on the double. Well, I can play everything. There's not really any extra draw, though. Ah, Searing Blow. You come at a most fortuitous moment. Gonna play all my powers in the hopes that they target Searing Blow, though. Alternatively, could I just play everything anyway? If I play Strike and Defend and Reckless Charge, I'm down to 3 energy, and then these guys will, even if I go 1, 2, 3, it'll definitely hit Searing Blow. So that should work out fine. Searing Blow is going to kill the front one. Yeah, no questions asked, so I want to focus probably on the middle one because he's easiest to kill. This Defend card, I'm only playing it so it doesn't get targeted by the cost reduction. Reckless Blow. Actually, we can do a fun thing here because I can ruin your light. Not you, the front one that hasn't been disarmed. Now I've got 1 energy and 3 powers. 1, 2, 3. I love Mummy Hand. And it seems to love me. Yeah, my Kingdom for a headbutt. Come on, it's a common card. How hard could it be to find? Not a problem. We get everything here. And I full block just by playing my ghostly armor as well, so there's no need for me to kill you. Whereas what I should probably do is kill you. No, because Cleave is coming. Cleave will kill you next turn because I'm inflamed, so we focus the damage on the back guy. Thank you, Metallicized. Still a card I look down on, but Mummy Hand is doing a lot of lifting for that card. I need so much draw, though. How do I get draw at this point? What's that card that gives you no draw but gives you like 3 cards or so? I want that. But there are many things I want, including these guys dying. Caca yourself. Good fight. We heal off of it. We don't get the card I wanted. We get Rage, but I don't want Rage. So get out of here. The event. Oh god, it's this fight again. The event can be anything. It could even be a fight. The fight chance is not very high. It's only 10%, but it grows by 10% every time you get an event in one of these. Meaning it was a staggering 20% and we get this horrible fight. Thank you, Battle Trance is the card that I'm after. What a rotten looking turn here this is. A little less rotten now. I'm going to Cleave so Cleave doesn't become free. I figured I'd regret that with Inflame. Oh well. Okay. Just give me everything. Should have played Fire Breathing first, and that Ascender's Bane would have done some damage. Okay, well I'm actually very surprised that I'm full blocking here. I did hurt myself with the drawing of Offering, but them's the breaks. And again, the Fungal Beast coming in with his all-out buffing. I don't want to have to deal with that, but it looks like I have to deal with that. On the plus side, Shelled Parasite will get annihilated by Searing Blow. So this is an excellent time to kill the back Fungal Beast. Still an excellent time to do it. Make something free. Even a strike is good. You can't even hurt me. Life is good. And I have Evolved, so Dazeds are good as well. I just play everything, man. Shelled Parasite is now dead Parasite because now you see him, now you still see him. Why is he not dead? I only have 8 and 63. Swift Potion would get me out of this. Is that worth it, though? Possibly. 30% potion chance is not a lot, and I don't want to take 15 because, like I said, I need to constantly be hitting fires. How much would it actually save me, anyway? Because it gets Shockwave that makes him vulnerable, and then Searing Blow just deletes him. But I didn't get it. Nor did I get my dazed, which would have drawn me into it, so I'm a bit miffed at that. I block 3, 4, 5, 6 to 9, drop you by 2, so it's 7. 6, 5, 4. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, I still get to play everything. Yeah, I'm using that potion to save 3 health. Not on your Ned Kelly. That said, if I can't kill him this turn, I will regret my actions. Will I? Nah, he's completely dead. Good fight. Ish. Well, Exhuma's back. Does it look any better now, though? What would Exhume even get me? Get me the offering back still. And that might not be too bad. Get me Shockwave back too. The fact that I have to pay for it is not so hot, though. Yeah, I agree. Exhume offering sounds so good. There's a lot of self-harm to do. But I heal 8 every fight. We've gotten quite far without needing to heal at all. Also, Disarm destroys Book of Stabbing, which is really, really cool. And we might be fighting them right now. I just still worry about my lack of draw, which I suppose Exhuming Offering deals with. Exhume is technically an ethereal armor that sticks around. It's technically an... Oh, yeah, I can bring back Ghostly Armor, but I have to pay for it. Suddenly, playing Ghostly Armor becomes 2 cost with Exhume. Exhuming Offering is currently the only use case that I have, really, except for Disarm on a particular enemy. I'm still not sure I want it, though, because the more I bulk my deck, the less effective Searing Blow becomes. You saw how long we had to do that fight until we saw Searing Blow once? And I still have no headbutts to bring it back. I think with a heavy heart, I have to say no. Gotta be very picky about what you add in this situation. I think I should fight that elite. The problem is if it slavers and I don't get early Searing Blow, I'm in trouble. But we have mitigation potions. Let's go for the elite. And let's go for Seneko. This is okay. I was hoping not to make my defend free, but what's a man to do? Won't risk drawing further. Might make Searing Blow lower cost, though, which is kind of nice. Thank goodness for that Horned Cleat. I would probably be dead without this. The amount of times I've just gotten the full block value out of it. It's insane. It's insanity. Anyway, Shockwave, Fire Breathing, Metallicize, Defend, Metallicize. We're fairly set up for this fight. Although Snecko can really come in with some big hits. Snecko isn't coming in with some big hits right now. But don't let yourself be fooled into thinking that they can't. They absolutely can. What do you mean I'm not killing you? Oh, right, it's not a problem. We have 6 Metallicize. No way am I playing Offering. I'd hurt myself for 6 in a fight that I'm getting out of with 9 of damage. Didn't it hurt me at the start? Nah. This is all just bulking out my deck. I don't want any of it. Not even Infernal Blade, a card which I normally love. And now, I'm such a coward in Act 2. Act 2 elites are terrifying. You don't have a very refined deck most of the time, and they all hit you very fast and very hard. Book of Stabbing is a massive damage race. Gremlin Leader just keeps bringing in annoying little gremlins, so if you don't have Area of Effect, you're in trouble. Also, Gremlin Leader hits you 11 by 3, which is never fun, and then buffs it. And then who's the other one? Oh yeah, the Slavers, all coming in to ruin your day every turn because they all attack constantly. Grim. Okay, hey, just talking about them, summon them. Here they are. Ouch. But let's consider the plus side here. I have 3 powers in my hand, which will guarantee free Shockwave, and I have Offering to bring in yet more cards. That's pretty good. Hit Shockwave. Good enough. Hit Shockwave. Good enough. Hit Shockwave. Alright, there we go. Got there in the end. Definitely Shockwaving these fools. Massively improves my damage output and massively reduces them hurting me, but I'm also definitely drawing 3 cards. And I'm not afraid to use a Swift Pot if these 3 cards are bumpkiss. Well, that's not Bump Kiss, not by a long shot. But I might still use the Swift Pox. It's going to save me a ton of health right now. Currently I'm taking 3, actually. That might not be worth using Swift Pot for. Another consideration is I've got a ton of energy that I'm not putting to use. Thank you, a free defend. What would I do without it? Bat guy must die, no question about it. He's the strongest and he nets you, so goodbye. And this is where I need Headbutt. Headbutt would allow me to get Searing Blow back in my deck. As it stands, it's at least 4 turns before I see it again. Taking 3 or Swift Potioning. 50% potion chance. I think I could Swift Potion here. Look at that, some damage output right there. Full block. And Taskmaster usually dies last, so we'll keep him disarmed. Hope I get a replacement potion. It's more that if I did get a potion, I would regret not having used that, but as it stands, we are not a man that must regret right now. Nice, free Pommel Strike. Free is good, most of the time. Well, that is excellent. This fool dies. But what if he could die a different way? That is actually good, because it gives me the energy to disarm this guy, so it's even less of a threat. Not often you brutalize slavers this bad, but I can, with confidence, say that it was down to... Not down to that. Confidently say it's because I waited until the end of the act to take on the elites, which is almost an unfair advantage. We get richly rewarded with one of the worst relics in the game, the Juzu Bracelet. Instead of combat events, you will always get an event in a question mark. Do not be fooled. This relic sometimes does absolutely nothing. Sometimes it actively hurts you because you might want a combat. You might want the card reward, the money, the potential potion, whatever. Also, I didn't get a potion. Damn. We'll take it anyway. And thanks to the relic stats that we have, we will know if Juzu Bracelet is responsible for any events. Dark Embrace. Dark Embrace. Dark Embrace is good. When you exhaust a card, like Disarm or Shockwave, or Disarm or Offering, draw another card. It's also a power. Powers work very well with my Mummified Hand, but do consider Brutality. Brutality is free. We'll make another card free, and we draw 1 card every turn. I am really starved for draw and could do with that. Without a way to make a lot more exhausting, I actually think the Dark Embrace is a trap right now. The problem is, it would take very little for it to not be a trap. Find an upgraded True Grit, find Fiend Fire, and all of a sudden I could burn down crap in my deck and be in a much better position. But I think I'll take the Brutality. 1 hit point's not a big deal when I have Burning Blood, and the Mummy Hand makes it even better. Alright, I'll go for it. I'll play your game. I will also play the Searing Blow +8 game. Look at that, it's now going up by 11 damage per upgrade. Name me one other card that gets 11 damage on upgrade. Yeah, maybe you can. Okay, Well, what's the problem? I think Bronze Automaton has some performance anxiety here. Right, get my power down, get my power down. Do save Ghostly Armor, I may need that in this fight. But absolutely Searing Blow this guy's face off. Just need to do that a few more times and he's dead. The problem, of course, no Headbutt. Jesus, we've seen so many cards and we haven't seen Headbutt. It's not even fair. Glass Knife. Glass Knife, I believe, gets +8. And that is good, no doubt about it. This is just play everything, right? Why would it not be? Do I want to kill his little Orby buggers or not? I'd like to disarm the Bronze Automaton, which means Shockwave Disarm or Disarm Shockwave on him. Might seem like a waste, but I will do it. Hit Shockwave. Good enough. A little less good. I still want to play this though, but I will be taking some damage. Let me just clear that artifact. Hey, my brutality. I want that for the draw. But now I can disarm the bronze automaton with impunity. Options, please. Whew, evolve is an option. Powers in general is an option. Might end up with bash, so I want to draw before I play my powers. Did not end up with bash. This is essentially just play everything the turn, isn't it? Disarming the bronze automaton may go a long way, though. Question is, do I even care about his little orbs? Because they're just going to attack me for 8 every single turn. Or they could block for the automaton, which isn't fun either. So much to consider. At least a full block here, which is wonderful. I want that brutality back, though. Yeah, getting brutality back is a bit of a deal. Give that to me. Fire breathing should help out massively with killing those scrubs, though. Not 12 by 2, it's only 10 by 2, thanks to disarm. I want to bash this guy, because there's Searing Blow. Searing Blow, bash, bronze automaton. Puts an end to his smug face. Get a cleave down, get my brutality down. You're going to steal... Oh ho ho, they're either going to steal Ghostly Armor, Reckless Charge, or Searing Blow. That's very funny to me. And if he takes Searing Blow, I don't have a good opportunity to smack him and take it back. So I might just have to kill you right now. But that means no blocking. Actually, I can always pommel strike you next turn. Here's my proposition. I must bash the bronze automaton, and I do not want to take that much damage, please. Okay, that's not a problem then. I was worried he would take Searing Blow, because Searing Blow has one job right now, and that's to do this. Boom! Also, well, I could draw back into it, but then I wouldn't be able to play it, so I probably shouldn't draw right now. Probably shouldn't. Yeah, we're almost guaranteed to see it. We are guaranteed to see it next turn. No, we're not. What are you saying? Point is, I still want to see it. I'll get rid of Ghostly Armor. I don't want to see it again right now. Oh, go on. Never punished. I wanted that Dazed in my draw pile because that Dazed will draw for me. Alright, how would you like to die, Bronze Automaton? Very much, you say. To shreds, you say. Thank you, Searing Blow. Your services to my deck are well recognized. That was a tough fight made quite easy, honestly. And we are not very richly rewarded with 3 awful choices at this stage in the game. Unupgraded Bludgeon, unupgraded Demon Form, unupgraded Immolate. None of these enhance our strategy. Except potentially the burn from the Immolate. Why is Demon Form bad, asks Alexander. Excellent question. Demon Form is very much regarded as a beginner trap. Because look at it. Unlimited scaling. 2 strength every turn. Sounds great. Consider, though, that Demon Form is 3 cost. If you play this, it might be the only thing you play in your turn. And it doesn't give you 2 strength the turn you play it. So you're waiting a long time for that strength. It is powerful. Very powerful. But on that turn, maybe you could have killed your enemy anyway, or set up better. It's also yet another card in your deck. Take Demon Form if you have a way of not paying 3 cost for it, or if gaining 2, upgraded 3 strength, is critical to your strategy. But oftentimes you're much better served by Spot Weakness, which gives 3 strength, upgraded 4, and it only costs 1 energy to play, and it can be replayed. So, yeah, I would much rather have Spot Weakness than Demon Form in most encounters. If you have Snecko Eye, Demon Form is an easy pick, because the cost is completely randomized, so you don't care about it. You have Mummy Hand, though. So that is true. Mummy Hand could make Demon Form free, but it very easily could not. And I also have to ask myself, what does +2 strength every turn do for me? It makes Searing Blow go from 72 to 74 to 76 to 78. That is proportionally not important to me. What matters to me is playing this card over and over again and surviving long enough to do so. So I want draw, and I want block, and I want deck manipulation. None of these cards do any of those things with the slight exception of the burn that Immolate gives. And I will say I'm a little tempted by Immolate, because outside of Searing Blow, it's hard to deal a lot of damage. But no. Yeah, Demon Form is also really good if you have multi-hitting attacks, like Twin Strike, Pummel, Whirlwind. But we don't. What am I even hoping for here? Even more energy doesn't help much. I need draw. What helps me draw? Begins with S, ends in Neko. There he is. There he is. He will 75% of the time make Searing Blow same or lower cost. He will help me draw 2 every turn. The problem is, other than Searing Blow and Shockwave, I don't have much of a Snecko deck. I got Bash, I suppose. But it does enable me to take some Snecko deck things. The thing is, I could be punished so hard for Snecko. Calling Bell and Mark of Pain. Those wounds in draw pile are draw down until I get Evolve down, and there's no guarantee Evolve comes before those wounds. Yeah, this makes me wish that I'd taken any of those cards that we just saw, because they're all excellent Snecko cards, but you never know what's coming, so definitely taking Snecko. There's a very high chance this kills us, but I need draw so badly that I'm willing to take Snecko for it. Might get lucky and find Orange Pellets. Orange Pellets is a shop relic. Hey, look, there's a shop right there. And I want to remove another strike anyway. We're not forced to take any particular route because we already took out the Burning Elite. Potential for 3 elites is possible. That's nice. But we want to rest max. And I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing. Rest. Rest, 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 rest. Of course, we're not resting in these places. We are upgrading... excuse me, we're upgrading Searing Blow until Searing Blow just deletes the Awakened one. Which it very much could do. Hopefully we don't have to rest. Not fighting a lot of elites this way. We're only fighting 2 of them, and we're not going to any shops. That could be a problem. Actually, would I sacrifice a rest to go here and remove the curse? So I'm trading a rest site for a relic. We still get to fight the elite. We also get the shop. There's still early shop. That is true. But I'd rather save my money here where I can remove the curse. That allows me to open up this chest. You can take 2 elites with 4 rests, I think. Start with the shop and cross to the right. Yes, let's consider this. Start with the shop. Cross right. Rest, rest. Elite, elite. Overall, the elites are a little later, aren't they? Might be preferable. I like the later shop, though. I'll have more resources to spend, and again, I can remove this curse. I also have more options taking the left-hand path. See this? When I go this way, I'm kind of locked in, choice-wise. I feel like I've got more options over in the far left. You can always go shopping in Act 4. I'd like to live long enough to get to Act 4. Yep. Alright, we'll take it this way. Hello, Darklings. Hello, Snecko Tax. 3 cost in flame, I see. Aye, life is like this sometimes. At least the Ghost Arm is free. What you got? Of course. Get to full block though, so I really cannot complain too much. Average discount of negative half an energy. Whoa, well, 0 cost Searing Blow says, thank goodness I took this. 1 cost Shockwave feels good. The offering is still free. That offering might well be worth doing. This front guy's got it in for me. I thought the front guy never multi-attacked. No, it's the middle one that never multi-attacks. The thing is, Searing Blow is so powerful, it can kill any of them in 1 shot. For free. For free! Why do I have no headbutts? The Searing Blow needs a headbutt. Hologram would be good too. If anything, it would be even better. Please don't hurt me, and I want you to die. That said, the middle one has buffed itself. Removing this by 9 takes us to 18. Metallicize would take me to 17. Guess I'm killing the front one. Blap. This will make something free. It's fine enough. Don't think I need to offering here. I might. Yeah, I very much might. If I don't offering, I could pay for it. Let's give it a go. Might never be free again. Speaking of cards being free, Pommel Strike is free. Frommel Strike. And we got Fire Breathing down, although that won't help out too much here. Free Metallicize. I like it. Free Disarm. I like it. I think that middle one needs to die pretty soon. You'll make either Cleave or Defend free. I don't mind that 1 hit point loss, but maybe I do. See what's coming here. Alright, give it a go. Hey, even more free cards. Although they're not doing too much for me, at least they're drawing. Yeah. I love playing Snecko. It's a fun little game every time you draw. You never know what you're going to be getting. It could even be Searing Blow. To remove my problems once again. Beautiful. That's a problem I'd like removed. Do I have any other block? What do you mean, no? I got 16 there. What's in the Pommel Strike? Defend. That's fine then. In that case, I can obliterate the middle guy. Evolve can make something free. That free thing is Bash. Just remove you. Life is good. Now, as long as I can deal 20 damage this turn, and why would I not? Ah, with Searing Blow, anything's possible. Yeah, Snecko, it was not much of a Snecko deck, but this one card made me want to take Snecko. 2 costs, so it's almost always getting a discount, or at least same price. And that 2 draw, 3 with my Brutality, means although I can't manipulate my deck, I can just draw through it so quickly that we just keep playing that. Although there is the Snecko tax, sometimes you just end up drawing a hand, it's all 3 cost, and you cry. These are not the cards I'm looking for, even Intimidate. Maybe if I had Dark Embrace, but I don't. Dark Embrace is another great Snecko card. Remember, I can't really afford to upgrade anything that isn't Searing Blow. There is no upper limit at which point you stop upgrading Searing Blow. That's not strictly true, is it? The moment it does 200 damage, I guess, that caps the heart for a turn, and it will 2-shot almost anything. Not Giant Head, I suppose. Well, this isn't particularly swell, is it? Of course, that would make my 1-cost card free. Okay, well, let's see what we can do with this. Suffer, maybe. Suffer like G did. Can't believe they're all attacking. Are the odds on these guys attacking? 20%. They're both attacking. I am actually getting rather ravaged here, I think. Shrug, save me. That didn't save me. I didn't need the strike free. Okay, well, sometimes you just get brutalized. That's the Snecko tax. Ow, ow, big ow. If only I had Immolate. Shockwave because it's free. Shrug because it's free. Searing Blow because it destroys things. This might be 3 cost, but... Actually, there's no buts to that. This thing needs to die. They all need to die. Yeah, look at these costs, though. Crazy. Playing in Flame will make something free. Of these 3. But Searing Blow is the only card really worth considering here. So you're going to go away. This thing needs to die now, though, otherwise it explodes and deals 30 damage to me. Fortunately, killing you shouldn't be difficult. Shouldn't be difficult. Okay, good, because I got Strike, I got Reckless Charge. And then let's start playing the free cards game. Play Brutality? Do not play Brutality, even if it's free. No point taking any more damage in this fight than I already have. That was a miserable turn 1. And you are gone. Alright, not bad. Armaments Plus. That is a card you take with Searing Blow, because it does upgrade Searing Blow. It's not a great Snecko card, but it's a great card for this, especially with Snecko's draw, actually, and Brutality's draw. Sometimes that upgrade can actually offset some of the increased costs with Snecko. Let's keep moving. Oh god, Transient already? I guess we are in the hard pull fight, but Transient on fight 3 in this is monstrously hard. The disarms are useless. The balls are inert. Please make Metallicize free. Whew. Alright. Not all the way there, but we're somewhere. Yeah, Transient Searing Blow, not really a thing. Also, look at these costs. 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3. All of them increased. Up by 1, up by 1, up by 1, up by 2, up by 2, up by 2, up by 3. Thank God Searing Blow eliminates this problem right now, but it doesn't set me up well at all. Always punished. That's all I can do. One card you can play in a turn. Grim. Might not get any less grim going forward here. I need some good things made free. Defend is an unacceptable card to make free. To that extent, so's Inflame. Okay, Shockwave is wonderful. Almost Strike is similarly quite nice. And this is also good because Fire Breathing will make Ghostly armor free. Whew! Perfect block. Not planned for, but man, that was unpleasant. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. Armaments makes Searing Blow even more obscenely powerful. But we won't see it next turn. No. No, we won't. Not really anything else I can do set up. I actually might use Brutality to get the extra draw. It's kind of important. Blap. You can actually make a card more expensive by upgrading it with armaments. Doesn't happen often, but it can happen. Offering is free, but I'd rather not play it if I can avoid it. We already have Evolve down, so actually drawing into this Dazed would be good now. Rejigs my dropout. That's what I'm talking about. Searing Blow is back, baby, and it's madder than ever before. Should have considered armamenting it. Let's maintain the vulnerability on Transient. Alright, we should have this. Should, might not. 80. 86 coming in. I might have to play that Offering. If I don't play that Offering, and I don't get Searing Blow, I eat that fairy. So better to lose the 6 than lose the 45. Searing Blow could still be here. 50-50 phone a friend. I was never, ever going to be punished today. Get out of here, Transient. Good. Now I can just bully Transient. Bully Transient, bully Transient. Bye, Transient. Whew, nightmare of a fight for your third floor in Act 3, but we made it. We got $20 redos and a Fire Potion. Fire Potion versus 2 Strength gain? It's kind of 6.5 a dozen, but the Fire Potion I think is better suited to get me out of a bad situation. Strength gain is not how we win anything right now. It feels weird to throw away a Strength pot for a Fire pot, but hallway fights are still quite threatening to us. Thunderclap. No, I don't think so. Skip a doodle. Are there any rewards for defeating the Void Entity fast enough? Yeah, you'll get an achievement. Yay. That's it. You still get the normal rewards gameplay-wise. We fall. We're going to lose 1 power, 1 skill, or 1 attack, chosen at random. Hopefully we lose a strike. Losing a defend, also okay. Losing bash is fine, because I have shockwave. Although, no, I'd rather not lose a Snecko card. Anything more than 1 cost, you can essentially just call a Snecko card. At this point, I'm not too opposed to losing Reckless Strike, Cleave. Well, let's see our options. And I just said I would not mind losing Reckless Strike. There it is. Strike through, power through, away it goes. The fact that it made a Dazed with the Fire Breathing and the Evolve was good, but the 0 cost, 75% of the time, it would cost me more than 0. Because that's what Snecko does, gives you 0, 1, 2, or 3 costs on your cards, completely at random, even spread. That means if you have a 3 cost card, it's never going to be more expensive. If you have a 4 or 5 cost card, or an even more expensive card, it can happen. You'll always be getting a discount. I love Snecko. Snecko loves me. Oh, and I love colorless cards. Do I love it enough to lose 10 hit points for it? What would I be looking for? Apotheosis, obviously. Actually, it's probably worth looking for Apotheosis alone. The Bomb, strangely enough. I'd love to see the Bomb. Come on. That is not the Bomb. Also, Mind Blast is not very good with my relatively lean deck. Purify, or Purity rather, is strangely good. Exhaust up to 3 cards in your hand. That makes it even easier to find my way to Searing Blow. Master Strat is normally one of the best cards, but with Snecko, it's not often going to be 0 cost. Madness is nullified by Snecko. It reduces a card to 0, then you redraw it and re-randomize the cost anyway. This is all so far not very good. Come on, Apothebomiosis. Yeah. Transmutation's a little fun. Hand of Greed is a little late. Not unserviceable, but too late. I might take that transmutation. Yeah, Master Strat is exciting, but with Snecko, far less exciting. I do often say I need draw, though, and it is a draw card. But it's really only draw 2 at random cost. I'd rather not. Enlightenment might save you with Snecko, but again, Enlightenment might cost God knows what. And it's only down to 1. Yeah, exactly. Hand of Greed would rarely be fatal in this deck. It might be none of them. Transmutation's a little tempting, because then I can spend what energy I have left on making cards that are free. I don't think it can make Bandage up. What if it could? Upgraded colorless cards. Might take Transmutation. It's fun, but... well, it is fun. It's definitely none of these. And again, I was looking at Purity, but again, the Snecko aspect of it makes me go, if I hadn't taken Snecko, I would take Master Strategy with Purity a close second. There's nothing wrong with Flash of Steel, but I would probably take an Enlightenment. Transmutation will clog your deck after first play. Now that's an excellent point. A lot of colorless cards exhaust, but you are right. That bloats my deck when I want to do just the opposite. Really a shame, looking at 9 colorless cards and not wanting any of them, but that's the Snecko tax for you. I wanted Apotheosis, I wanted the Bomb, I wouldn't have minded Bandage up, random cost. Anyway, we weren't having any of it. I do need to recall at some point, but the stronger the Searing Blow is early, the happier I'll be. My health isn't looking too hot, but I have a Fairy. We might find Lee's Waffle here as well, so let's try and hold off to there if we can. Might actually recall here. I hate leaving recall to the very end, so if I get here on 3 hit points, then I cannot rest. The Searing Blow is pretty powerful as it is right now, though. And let's put it to test fighting. Reptomancer. Let's hope today it is R.I.P. to Mancer. I need to get Bash, Searing Blow. That won't be enough to kill Repto, though, which is funny. But maybe we can get there. What does Recall do? You need to get 3 keys to challenge the heart in Act 4. If you don't get them all, you just die at the end of Act 3, no matter how hastily you pace the Act 3 bosses. You get 1 of them from fighting the Burning Elite, who is a super-powered elite. They have max health, or strength, or metallicize. You get another one from sacrificing a relic in a chest. So you open a chest, you look at the relic, and you go, I will not have this relic, and then you get the key. And the red one you get from sacrificing a rest site. So instead of upgrading or resting, you recall, and that gets you the red key. All are necessary to get to Act 4. And we always play for all of them on our runs here. Anyway, enough blathering. Get me defend, get me ghostly armor as well, because I want to see where this is going. Do I want to bash already? I do. I should be able to play everything, right? Bash, brutality is free, strike is free. This might be a bad idea, but I really want Repto dead right now. Those wounds thankfully go in the discard pile, not in the draw pile. Ooh, someone's gonna be dying. Oh dear. I have some draw, but this draw is hard. Could firebomb that dagger, that would save me a lot of health. I was really hoping to make Shrug It Off free there. This ain't gonna cut it, you know. This will make a Shrug It Off free. Okay, there's a chance. So we're saying there's a chance. 6 goes to 9, 8 goes to 12. That's 21. That doesn't kill this dagger. This dagger's gonna have its way with me. Oh well. Mama warned me there'd be days like this. More or less have to fire pot one of the daggers that's attacking me. That's going to drop this down to 60 something. That theory is gone, by the way. Could have killed the back one. You mean by... Oh, right, yeah, I absolutely misplayed that. I should have struck the back one and then firepotted the front one. Then I'd have neither of them to worry about. I was just so set on using the firepot on that, I completely ignored that I even had... that I had the AoE. Oh well, them's the breaks. Sometimes you misplay. Whilst you could... Oh, hold on, am I going to survive this? Never once in my life have I been punished. Although I am taking damage right now. Need to get that Searing Blow back into my deck. But what if that Searing Blow were even stronger? 145, you say? I'm pretty much there. And now it's free! Ah, sweet. Goodbye, Repto. It was nice knowing you. Actually, no. Die. I hate you, Repto. Certainly took more damage than I needed to there, but we are richly rewarded with a potion belt. I will want to go to the shop and fill that thing up with potions. Battle Trance, there's draw. It stops me from drawing additional, but that's not a problem most of the time. Get me that Battle Trance. Ugh, now this is why I'm recalling, so I have the option to rest later on if things go really bad. Now we have all the keys, but it's still tumultuous. Searing Blow decks are scary stuff. It's a medium-sized chest. I will open it, because I can get rid of the curse at this shop. Maybe the curse isn't so bad. Maybe it's something like clumsy and we don't care. That's just worse Master's strategy. Oh, right, you're right. Why did you not take Master's strategy then? Yeah, you are right. Battle Trance does not exhaust, though. And it was clumsy. Wow, I'm not even going to remove that. Akabeko. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I think the Snecko part of my brain fell out of it when I picked that Battle Trance. I still think it's good, though. Draw is good. That's right, I'll tell myself... Oh, wow, double shop. Meaning I don't have to go to the second one, but... if I don't go to it, I'm not taking that elite on. Apotheosis. My horrifically unupgraded deck all becomes upgraded for 208 smackaroos. I cannot afford you together with Lantern, though. Flame Barrier is an excellent Snecko card. I might just buy these 2 cards. That is so very good. And it costs me $294 dues, which will allow me a potion. And I'm eyeing up that blood potion. That's some much needed healing right now. Yeah, no waffle to be had. I don't think I should hold out for a waffle when I've got such excellent opportunities. Surely you can't skip card remove. I can easily skip card remove. Yeah, removing a strike is good. Removing Clumsy is worse than removing a strike. However, where we are now, the draw game is getting better for us. I must have that Apotheosis, and I really want that Flame Barrier. Feather is good for big decks, just like Mind Blast. Yeah, it's not so good for our one, though. We get 15 healing at a rest site, and for that cost, ooh, that's too much. No, I think we take Apo, Flame Barrier, Blood Potion. Thank you, good night, and much love. Do I take the other shop? I don't really want to say no to the other elite, but I have an inkling that if we go this way... Actually, there's another elite with my name on it. Options. We don't have a lot of relics, but we... I was going to say, but we have good relics, and then I think, look at the 0 combats we've avoided with Juzu. At least we know none of these will be combats, which does increase the odds of getting Mind Bloom. Let's take the chance. Lose all 26 of my gold for a relic. I'm not sure I can afford that, but let's take a risk, shall we? All enemies are weak on turn 1, which is great because I have block on turn 2, so turn 1 and turn 2 a lot less terrifying. He's back! Oh no, I really, really would like a full heal off of you. The gold I can't put to use until next act. A relic is always nice. Card remove is also nice. Just don't shank me. Please don't shank me. Oh wow, a card remove. The Power of Darkness. Choose a card to remove, and you must remove a card. So if you've got a perfect deck, he's going to make it imperfect. If this kills you, does the fairy proc? Yes, and it wouldn't kill me because I would immediately drink my blood potion to stop him from killing me. The fairy is much more powerful than blood potion. In a situation like this, of course. Yeah, so don't be fooled into thinking we should remove Clumsy. We shouldn't. There are 2 main reasons. 1, unlike a strike, Clumsy will disappear on its own. And 2, it will trigger fire breathing when I get Clumsy. Which means it'll do as much damage as a strike. No, strikes go away. Strikes are crap. Now I only have 1, and I might be able to get rid of it. Anyway, that's great. Could we have more good events, please? Heal to Fool. Heal to Fool. Does cost me 12 max hit points, which makes both the blood potion and the fairy much worse, but I think I'm jumping on that. That's a free, what, 44... Oh, wait, no, we already got 16 here. Whatever. I would be taking that. That's a very low max hit points for the Chad, but oh well. Right, that makes me much more confident about taking on the elite, especially knowing that I have Searing Blow here. And besides, it's either an elite or another fight, which could just as easily mess me up. Oh, well, there is the event option. What about Mind Bloom? Can we even get Mind Bloom? Where's my options here? Look at that. Mind Bloom, Mysterious Sphere, or Winding Halls. I think I could take on Mysterious Sphere. Winding Halls would be bad. That would be just lose max hit points. There are a bunch of shrines. They're very late, very rare though. But it could be Duplicator. Duplicate my Searing Blow at this point would be amazing. Alright, chat, I leave it in your capable hands. Do we take... We're never going to take that path. Do we take the Elite? Or the Mystery Box? Which could be anything. Could even be an Elite. I'm seeing a bit more love for the luck. Let's go. This was considerably worse than the elite. I can't afford another curse, regrettably, because this one, unlike Clumsy, is actually quite bad. But hey, I can still pray and gain 50 free gold. But, yeah, that was not so good. Yeah, I got a bit of regret over that one. Anyway, don't need to rest, we're on full health, so it was probably the right call to recall earlier. Made me much more confident about the moves we just made, and now I have a Searing Blow plus 10. And with Apotheosis, it'll become 11, with armaments 12, with further armaments, God knows how much. Awakened One, it is you, and it is me. And my good pal Snecko, and my Clumsy! Oh, you know what? Clumsy is such a rare card. Let's look at its beta art. I warned you, Chad. It keeps happening. That's right, I know all of the memes. Okay. Metallicize will largely heal me for more, protect me for more than what you do, but the sooner I get Snecko, the sooner I get Apotheosis down, the sooner these do more for me. So I'm going to hold off. Searing Blow could eradicate these cultists immediately, which is quite cool. I would love to disarm the Awakened One and not play powers, and I could get away with that. I need to draw, and Snecko should take care of the drawing for me. Maybe I should first see if Apotheosis is waiting for me under this card. It is not, but armor is. I could still Pommel Strike and fish a bit more, but if Apotheosis comes in at more than one cost, I'm scuppered. I don't want to Searing Blow the Awakened One. I might actually even Searing Blow a Cultist. The Awakened One I think is very manageable right now. A lot of powers though. Evolve, Fire Breathing and Flame, Metallicize, Brutality, my existing Metallicize in my hand. A lot of ways this could go very wrong, but it could go very right. I feel bad wasting this on Cultists, man, but the sooner they're gone, the happier I am. Get rid of Ghostly Armor. Never see it again. I might really want that extra block, so I'm actually going to preserve it. If you kill the Awakened One before the Cultists, and then kill him again after he awakes, the Cultists will flee. Because although they're not tagged as such, they're minions. And because they're not tagged, they still work for Feed and Lesson Learned and the other cards that get better. And do things on Fatal, like Hand of Greed. Yeah, that was kind of what I was worried of. Ah, this I'm a lot less worried about. Boom! Everything is nice and strong. Ew, this is less nice. A lot less nice. Disarm, it does all of the savings here, so definitely going to do this. Once again, the Horned Cleat putting in enormous work for me. But yeah, negative strength Awaken One. Love to see it. But there are other things I don't love to see, and we're looking right at them. In an ideal world, I don't play any powers until the Awakened One is absolutely shreked. But as you can see, I have a lot of powers. Also Battle Trance coming in at 2 cost. Yeah, the Snecko tax is being paid in full. Negative discount on my cards. Probably better to play the Metallicize at this point. Yeah, the power strategy always backfiring against the Awakened One. Right, could I can't really draw anything that gets me out of this poor situation, can I? I could actually draw into Offering, which would draw a whole lot more, but then I don't have space in my deck for all of that. The Shockwave is probably the best way forward here. Weakens these fools. Although I'm still taking all of that damage, aren't I? I do this once. Of course, it makes it power free and not something more useful. Oh, that's right. Offering won't draw. Excellent point. Alright, we have Blood Potion and Fairy, so it's not like we can't survive through this, but I'm already taking a lot of damage that I'd rather not. If it's free, get it done. Yeah, the powers keep coming back. Not playing them is hurting me greatly. Draw 5 cards. Nothing too bad to draw into here. Yeah, I could do with you back now, Searing Blow. This guy loves to keep attacking me. Could I possibly kill him? No, because we never invested in a lot of attacks outside of Searing Blow. Putting me in a bad state for dealing with you. If I can at least knock that 12 off, I'll be in a much better situation, but don't currently have things that do that. Might actually have to play some cards here. I've got to free up my hand a bit, literally. As in, make it freer. Flame Barrier helps out a lot here. Get that block, get that block. That said, Bash just puts an end to you, and ending you is probably a lot better than any of my other ideas. Brutality for the draw, but this guy starts getting a bit scary strong after that. No, I already played more powers than I'd like. Yeah, there comes in that 8x4. Flame Barrier coming in at a wonderful time. That's damage. That is the damage I'm talking about. Boom. I said I didn't want to lose ghostly armor, and I think at this point he'll keep the strength anyway, so no point not just disarming him right now. Alright, he should be fairly manageable at this point. I've got some block, I've got some good draw going on, and I can play the powers once this fool is a bit more manageable. It certainly beat me up to get here, though. Just keep him on the fence where he deserves to be. And yes, he heals every turn, because life is unfair. Oh, sweet. Is that really sweet? It's sweeter when it's stronger. Do want that brutality down. Although it's going to cost me a few hit points, it's going to really aid drawing through my everything. Yes, please. Ah, that's a little less good. Ghostly armor's gone now. Can't bash the fool. He loses his debuffs, but I'm free to play powers without strengthening him, and now he's free to hurt me a lot with incoming 42. That's right, because he's no longer weakened. Well, bum. What do you got? Am I capable of surviving this? 16, 27, 37, yeah, okay, I'll survive barely with the barrier up. Oh, also Evolve might make another defense card free. Like this defend card. Not too bad. Oh, in fact, full block. Of course, I forgot about Metallicize. To think I was worried for my fairy. I didn't agree to 12x3, though. I can bash Searing Blow. But that won't put an end to him, and he will put an end to me. I kind of need to bash Searing Blow, though. I can Armaments bash Searing Blow, but that's all of my energy gone with nothing else that I can play. Do I try to hold off? Next turn doesn't look good if I do that. The Pommel Strike will draw 2. Yeah, we have the potions, but conserving the potions is a pretty high priority. Think of it, I've got 8 here. Together with that, that's already 24 block. Not too much to worry about here, is there? So let's Pommel Strike him first to draw a couple of cards, especially knowing that my defense is free. You know, I think we'll be fine not tenderizing ourselves. I want to have vulnerable on him. Do it this way. Because we will see Searing Blow pretty quickly now. We've run down the deck of powers and such. Run down the deck of powers and such. Oh, thank you, armaments. That's not my Searing Blow. That's also not my Searing Blow. Is your name Searing Blow? Do you come with the car? Let's make it even better. 217 damage. I can get behind that. We're not taking damage. Let's take a risk on this. Ah, so close. I took a risk on Searing Blow drawing at 0 cost. It didn't. And if it had, it would save me this 1 health damage I'm taking from Brutality. Anyway, we're out of the fight. That is excellent news. But that was only 1 fight. As I'm sure you're well aware, on Ascension 20, you face 2. Time Eater is here. You can see the thumbnail already. I've already got a thumbnail with Searing Blow on it, though, so I feel a bit bad about that. Not punished for powers anymore, so I absolutely want to power up. I can bash Searing Blow immediately. Pretty cool. I want to see if I can make either of them free, though. Oh, I made bash free. That's definitely worth my time. Bash Searing Blow already doing horrible things to this fool. Absolutely want to disarm him as well. I could just Searing Blow and save the offering for later, especially knowing that Apotheosis will make it draw 5 instead of 3. But we might never see it at 0 cost again. And it could potentially let me do 6 cards, 6, 7, 8. That's 12 we need here, so 8 cards played. That I need 7 cards played. Maybe I shouldn't be greedy here. But the sooner we get to Apotheosis, the sooner we have a better fight. Yeah, more powers down also would be quite agreeable. Free Ring Blow. Ew. I think I'll Kalkani here. I'd like to be able to play a bunch of cards next turn if the situation arises. That at least allows me to draw to place 5 next turn, if I can. I missed telling my favourite Time Eater joke there. What a shame. Also a shame is being frail. Once again, the Horned Cleat comes in to save me. So I'm not even sure I take damage here. I want to play 3 cards. 1, 2, 3 should be fine. Brutality or Fire Breathing? This guy gives me slimes. Fire Breathing is nice. Draw is just good. I think we go Brutality. Wonderful. Take a little bit of damage is okay. Blood Potion is there if needed. I want to save the fairy. Apotheosis is here. And it comes in at regular cost. That's fine. That means Flame Barrier just full blocks this fool. Could have Armaments there. Armaments the Apotheosis and save some energy, but this guy's more about card plays than anything else. If I draw exactly those 2 cards. No guarantee on the cost, so just Flame Barrier and do nothing else. Yeah, good thinking, Alexander, but I always have to consider Time Warp. Don't want to give this guy more opportunities to punish me than he already gets. This is a good turn. But how do we make it an even better turn? Oh, by disarming this idiot, of course. He loses the strength down for when he does Foolish Foolish, which he'll do quite soon, so I might hold on to the disarm. He purges all debuffs, including strength down, when he goes below 240 health, which is close to. I guess Pommel Strike, obliterate him with Searing Blow. But then again, what if I kill him so fast Searing Blow is not an issue? Had you considered that? It could be done. Especially when Searing Blow is Free Ring Blow. If I draw Searing Blow again, he dies. But that would require getting to Searing Blow very rapidly from here. and in very few card plays. The odds of that are not on my side, but they're not impossible. Maybe I just play... Can I even play 7 cards right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because something becomes free. 6 with Battle Trance. I'd need something to be 0 cost drawn with Battle Trance. And if that backfires, I only get 1 card that I can play going forward. That's probably not worth the risk. So I guess he is going to be able to foolish me. Doesn't change the fact that I need to block this incoming damage. 16 plus 7, 23. I can take 1 damage. It's not going to be the end of the world. And I don't want to see Ghostly Armor again. Play Battle Trance and find out? Nah, I didn't want to use any card plays that I could avoid. And look, there is no Searing Blow here. But there might be. We should take a chance on there might be. But my hand is full. Play 5 cards or not, because I have nothing that draws. Searing Blow is there, but it won't kill him. And he won't be vulnerable either. There's a lot of ways this could backfire. But I should almost certainly play 5 cards here if I can. Wait, can I? I need 1 cost cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can do 5 cards. Alternatively, hold out 5 cards for next turn. Don't want to be limited to 5 cards in case I have the opportunity to murder the fool. Also, this is more or less our draw next turn. Doesn't look good if he attacks me. No, Flame Barrier, shrug it off, we'll be fine. I'll give you the Time Warp, you bastard. Play the Slime? Yeah, I'll be playing the Slime. I don't want to because Slimes draw for me, but whatever. 1, 2... I should have thought, maybe I could have killed him with the attacks I have here. No, not quite. Not quite at all. Need to play 2 cards. Leave him and... Hang on, the disarm would actually work here. He'd go to -2, he'd gain 2, and then he would be fine. Well, he'd lose 3, he'd gain 2. He debuffs to -1, that's better than the alternative, where he'd be at plus right now. Hey, it's Searing Blow! But no bash. What do we have? I could do with bash. Alright. We already have 18 block. Defend is not the answer, though. Pummel Strike might be an answer, though. Not quite, but Armaments does make it better. He just dies to the next turn I play Searing Blow. Why overthink it? As long as I block this and draw Searing Blow again, we're all good. And that's why leaving Slimes are good, because Evolve makes me draw more with them. To a degree. 7, 16, 20-something, yeah. Deny him. Should have Flame Barrier to do more damage, actually. But again, Searing Blow ends him. And you see, Searing Blow is the only thing that actually does damage in this godforsaken deck. And boy, does it do damage. But it's nicer when it does giga damage. We're through. Both potions preserved. Potion belt feeling a bit silly right now, but at least we didn't pay for it. And we meet the heart. The whole reason we meet the heart and survive saying hello to the heart, whilst dealing a pathetic amount of damage, is because we've got the 3 keys. Normally you just fall over and die here and the game goes well done. But with these 3 keys, we're able to advance to the beyond. It's not the beyond, it's called the ending. This place was called the beyond. Maybe one of the others is. Resting for 9 health is not unthinkable, but that Searing Blow could still be stronger. And we say yes to stronger Searing Blows. Also, I've only got 50 gold. If I'm lucky, I can buy a potion. Am I lucky? No. I can afford armaments, and that's it. What a shame. So that event that we got was completely useless. I guess I could have taken the curse, but that would have ruined our boss fight, definitely. Isn't this exciting? I don't know about that. Maybe a bit too exciting. I need to take a water break. Whilst you consider our turn 1 against this nightmare, I will go and deal with what needs to be dealt with and be right back. I do appreciate the enthusiasm for Bash, Searing Blow, Kill there, but these guys still have one layer of artifact. I think on Low Ascension they only have one artifact, but on High Ascension it's two, one of which was stripped by Red Mask. If only I had a bag of marbles or something, that would have been an excellent opening. However, I might shrug into a solution here, because this already does 119, as long as I have any attack. Wait a second, Bash, Searing Blow does kill, because it's any attack. A single unupgraded non-buffed strike is all it takes to eliminate the shield here. However, killing the spear is a bigger priority because he has a nasty 10x4 next turn. I mean, really freaking nasty. Skewer turn 2 always. So that's what makes this a monstrous fight. You need to have a solution for turn 2, and you have 2 burns on the top of your pile. It's just nasty. This whole fight is nasty. Fortunately, Shrug It Off is here, and it is free, because everything else is 2 cost. Ah, well that strips artifact. And it applies vulnerable. I think the spear might not be long for this world. What's 150% of 219? It's going to get 50, 60 put on top of it. Don't tell me that's one short. Ah! I was not willing to hear that. So either I go one short of killing you, or... well, I should, right? I absolutely should. Oh, plus Akabeko 8. However, that's already been calculated. I still think that's the right play, right? We will take 4 damage, and the spear will die to almost anything, except this guy's going to give 30 block to the spear, so we actually need to do 30-something next turn. Alternatively, we annihilate the spear shield and we focus on blocking next turn, but we could brick on that. We could brick massively on that. So it's a gamble. Big, big gamble. Either way, we're playing Shockwave, because that means Searing Blow annihilates. Because Shockwave Searing Blow kills this guy. Bash Searing Blow kills that guy. It's all good. Horncleat says kill the shield now. Those are words. 178. Yes, the Horncleat will once again put in a lot of work, but we only draw 5 cards next turn, because 2 of them are guaranteed burns. If we get all powers next turn, we're bricked. In an ideal world, we get Ghostly Armor, Flame Barrier, and then there's nothing to worry about. But we could be punished massively. The other side is, if we don't draw any damage, this guy ruins our day. But we only need to do 30, and he will be vulnerable. Yeah, 1 upgrade short. Should have gotten that armament that somebody told me to pick up. What's more likely to happen? If we get the disarms, that's also going to work. I'm thinking kill the shield. Disarms will be good for blocking. Metallicize blocks. Flame Barrier blocks. Shrug It Off works. But what kills? Pommel Strike, Cleave, Strike, and that's about it. No, we definitely kill the shield. We are much better at blocking than attacking if we don't have Searing Blow. So we take our unavoidable 4 damage and the unavoidable burns, and there's offering at 0 cost. With some Metallicize, Shrug's a little expensive. Let's see what we have. I'm happy to take the 6 damage if it stops me taking all of this other nonsense. There's nothing else to worry about drawing here. Do you even have 30 damage there? Disarm is good. I'll get rid of cleave just because it's here. Is that even wise? What if we somehow end up with inflame? I should probably shrug, but I do not like how expensive it is. Well, evolve is free, and that'll make something else free. Don't even want to make this strike free. So I'm going to play the strike. Fire breathing or shrug it off or disarm are all okay. And it's shrug it off, that's actually the best one. Pommel strike will draw, but only 1. What you got? Oh! Disarm will save 8, but Ghostly Armor will save 10. Ideally, I play both, but we don't have both. Shouldn't have played that strike, huh? Oh well, I'll make do with this. It's a bit of damage coming in, but honestly, a turn 2 going like this is already quite good. And there's Apotheosis coming in at 3 costs. God, this is an expensive turn. Metallicize, make it much more palatable, please. Witness. Armaments. Apotheosis. Disarm. Still got to deal with this guy. He's going to put another couple of burns on top of me, because he's a nasty piece of work like that. However, we have a solution. And he thinks the solution blows. I'd be tempted to set up Happy Flower, but to be honest, I'm just happy to not be in this fight, so goodbye. Oop. Might go the distance here, and we certainly have a better chance with this pair. This pair is not just 10 maximum hit points. It is also a few more hit points on the Blood Potion and the Fairy, both of which heal me according to max hit points. So we're actually back up to an almost respectable Chad. We've gone this whole game, haven't seen a single headbutt. Now, please, at my 11th hour. Headbutt. Crap. I'm taking that True Grit. I don't have any targeted exhaust, and I need targeted exhaust if I want to True Grit Searing Blow over and over. Iron Wave's ability to block and damage is not without merit here, but it's got to be that True Grit. Let's go. Searing Blow is the only thing that can hurt the heart here. Reasonably, that is. Alright, Brutality at the start is nice. Metallicize at the start is nice. The ability to upgrade both of them with armaments is nice. Searing Blow getting another armaments upgrade is nice. Despite armaments being 2 cost, we probably play it. Armaments, Brutality, Metallicize, Searing Blow is a fine turn in my eyes. Adding Bash to the equation would be sweet. Would I drop Metallicize for that? Suddenly the Searing Blow is going to do almost max damage if I drop the Metallicize. Are the armament upgrades permanent? They are permanent for the fight, but when you come out of the fight, all armament upgrades are revoked. So Searing Blow could be armamented up to 12, 13, 15, 50, but it'll still go down to 11 after the fight. It might make armaments free if you play Brutality. Yeah, that is true. Or Metallicize, or Searing Blow, or Bash. Just anything other than True Grit or Battle Trance. Very nice. Very, very nice, even. Do I want to use that Battle Trance? I don't think I do. I just want to make the Corrupt Heart feel great pain. Look at that. Damage max on turn 1. Just Searing Blow things. Do not use the potion, the Blood Potion just yet, because the Fairy is like Ablative Armor. Might have to use it here if draws don't go well. Because we're frail, we're vulnerable, we're just generally not in a good place, so I want that Disarm to stop his multi-hit from killing me. Multi-hit first would have been good in this situation. Currently I've got 55 to 67 incoming. I think the Fairy is going away right now. I can't see a way to block this, so I should just play my deck. There's no draw here, unfortunately. This is a very punishing turn, but that's turn 2 and 3 heart for you. Getting the disarm down will stop him from hurting me next turn, though. Sans beat of death things. I'm okay with this. Makes me feel a little better about using brutality early, but that's a lot of health to lose. It's nice when he does the big hit and you've only got 20 or so, but this is a lot. You can keep the fire breathing, so it makes something free on another turn. I don't want to lose the draw to that. Plus, it's 0 cost now. Might not be 0 cost next time we see it, and I want it out of my deck. Alright, we're just pretty much playing everything, aren't we? Definitely get Evolve down. Evolve is too important to miss. I need that draw. This guy must be disarmed, otherwise the next turn is going to be exceptionally deadly for me. Do I want to keep the ghostly armor? Kind of. It's still a good bit of block. And, well, we can imagine a world in which I'm able to block this incoming damage. Fascinatingly, I could save the fairy by using a blood potion, but I think that's a poor use of resources. So instead we'll do our 6 damage, and then we'll cry. Because the heart is hard. Ow. Thank you, fairy. Now we use blood potion, because there's no point at which blood potion does any more or less for me here. Apotheosis comes in at regular cost, but the corrupt heart cannot hurt me. If I play the Flame Barrier before Apotheosis, I won't get hurt by Apotheosis. However, by Beat of Death, I mean. But if I play Apotheosis first, Flame Barrier will do 30 extra damage to the heart. And I think I want that extra damage. So, Apo gets down, Flame Barrier help me. Not sure about keeping that slimed or not. Oh man, Shockwave, 5 weak vuln. Difficult because 2 of those get wasted, but the way I see it, that heart is going to be dead before this matters, so yeah, I think we weak vuln right now. Also, he'll get artifact later. I might play the slimed, actually. I know it's draw, but it's also hand clog, because there's already going to be a burn and a wound, so the slime could easily cause clog problems. Pommel Strike might get something that I don't want to see. So I might just inflame slime. And the next turn, we have Shrug for block, we've got powers, we've got Offering for more draw. It looks good next turn, actually. We'll draw with a wound as well, and we'll Fire Breathe with Clumsy and Ascender's Bane. So yeah, if I just inflame... And hey, it even made the slime free, it's a sign. Again, even though I have Evolve, I'm getting rid of that because of hand clog potential. I already draw 8 thanks to Snecko and Brutality, so... yeah. Don't draw any of these. At least not yet. So, who in chat voted for Ironclad as our victor here? We're not out of the woods yet, but it's a very promising start. Very promising indeed. Do not use Disarm, that's to be saved for his next multi-hit. Those shrugs looking a bit expensive. I need to True Grit some stuff away. Those defends, funnily enough, could do with not being here. Only 11% voted on the Chad. Unthinkable. Alright, more Metallicize, more better. I hate to say it, but I might Offering here. It'll draw 4 and it'll give me 2 energy. Then I have to hope that Searing Blow draws at 2, because I need to keep drawing and playing Searing Blow or else we don't win this fight. This'll hurt, but it must be done. That's not Searing Blow, but it does get me closer to Searing Blow. I don't want to risk pummel striking into Searing Blow, but I might pummel strike just once and try one draw for it. Ah, we got it, and we got it at a playable cost. Oomph. Alright, good. We have Flame Barrier, Ghostly Armor coming up, and we're not frail, so we should be able to block next turn. Funny playing an Ironclad with no synergy with Exhausting. Oof, that's expensive. Oh, but look who it is. Searing Blow for free. However... Uh-oh. These costs are too high. Disarm Jake. Oh yeah, that's a thought, because he'll have... this is kind of do or die now. This is a big problem, actually. I don't think I can block this. I guess I can Flame Barrier Shrug it off. Snack Attack's coming in full here. I have to Searing Blow. And I have to Searing Blow next turn, or else all hope is lost. That next Searing Blow is going to be difficult. So I should probably Battle Trance so that I have more chance of getting to Searing Blow next turn. That's the only hope we have. We must Searing Blow next turn. Let's see. Currently, I have 42, taking 35. I've really got 41. Oh, I'm going down a long way if I Battle Trance here. Because we have the 1 damage coming in from Brutality as well. But I might need that Battle Trance. It'll draw through 3 of these, and these aren't useful next turn. I must hit him with Searing Blow next turn. Oh yeah, I've got Metallicize at 8, then don't worry. Just be happy. Maybe I should have cleaved so I could draw a little further. Oh, the burn as well. A lot of things I didn't take note of there. Yeah, I was thinking I would just do him in. Ah, yes! Was there ever any doubt? Oh, there might be. No, there is not. We did it. Unbelievably, we did it. Can't believe there were some people that thought we couldn't handle this. But do we ever get punished when we believe in this? The Snecko Eye. It's so good. A testament to the Snecko Eye, we did not have a Snecko Eye deck. There's a lot of 0 and 1 cost in the deck. But I knew without that draw, we don't win. We were not picking up good cards to accommodate Searing Blow. We did not see a single headbutt. But I knew the draw from Snecko ensures that the heart is toast. Ah, the people love you, sire. The people loathe you, sire. I would stay inside and hide if I were you. Yeah, that's what we get for saving the fairy in the blood potion. We needed every resource we had for that heart fight. Searing Blow decks are very hard to make work on A20, because whilst you're pouring all your resources into one source of damage, you tend to be neglecting a lot of other things. You don't get good... you don't get really to choose what your upgraded cards are. We paid through our nose for Apotheosis, and it did a lot for us. Let's have a look at that glorious run. Ah, not a lot of relics either. What did we even get in Act 2? We got Orrery, which we paid for, and Juzu Bracelet at the end of the act. What a horrible Act 2 we had. We did not strengthen up much at all. Also, Awakened One was there to punish us for Mummy Hand shenanigans. Awakened One struck us for 41 damage. Conversely, Time Eater, who I know is a lot of people's banes, only struck us for 15. Saved by a pair! What did I say when we picked up the pair? This pair is much more than 10 max hit points. It really was. And without that, we were toast. Yeah. Strawberry might have gotten us through. Mango as well, but... whew. So good. So good. I skipped 1 relic not to get cursed, because I didn't have a good way to get rid of the curse, and that was absolutely the right choice. I know it feels bad losing out on relics, but we needed this 4th energy. If you have Snecko, get 4 energy somehow. Art of War, Happy Flower, Boss Relic, Lantern, cards, anything. Just do not have Snecko on 3 energy. You will be punished greatly, because anytime you get only 2 or 3 cost cards, and that'll happen a lot, you will only be able to play 1 card. And being able to play only 1 card is dramatically terrible. Did the Juzu Relic do anything? There was one encounter where it stopped us having a combat and gave us an event anyway. And I believe that was the useless encounter that gave us 50 unusable gold at the end of Act Thingamajigger. Yeah, I think it was this Golden Shrine one. You'd have to check the VOD because the Juzu Bracelet will sparkle whenever it kicks in. But I'm pretty sure it gave us this useless event where a fight would have been better. A fight could have healed us and given us a better fight at the end as well here, but never mind. That was a really good run and my first ever successful Searing Blow run on A20. Probably my first ever. Oh, that's a pretty crappy beta art for it. But yeah, so this card, we didn't upgrade anything else. This card got upgraded 11 times. I don't think we ever rested. 1 recall, 11 upgrades. So powerful. Was the only real damage solution against the heart. Yeah, Flame Barrier did its best, and it was good, but damn, that Searing Blow. Snecko-Eye, it's the Wraith Lord of Slay the Spire. I feel like I'm being picked on for not playing Dominions. Speaking of Dominions, I think what we'll do is we'll call it here. A quality run, and we already secure the voting. So, who wins first? Only 11% of the points going towards Ironclad, but you know what that means? That's a 9-to-1 payout. Pretty good. Choose that outcome. Ironclad wins first, Ironclad wins only. Enjoy your points, and of course we'll see who exactly won out with those points. We have the power. We have the power? Of course we do. There we go. My biggest believer. My most fervent supporter. 6 years around, he says. And Darius put in 14,000. He walks out with 6 figures. The bank is fuming. But I tell you who isn't fuming, Dry Nate, Norfrisu Pandy, Y2K underscore, the Dark Lord Bane, the other lover of underscores gnome, and Kronpa. Good job, Kronpa. Even if you don't have a lot to bet, if you bet correctly, you swiftly find you have a lot to bet with. And let us take a moment to point and laugh at those who thought we couldn't even win with the Chad. Starting with, it really pains me to take pleasure at the harming of my super best friend, but you vote against me, that's what happens. The defect lover once again trashed. And there were people that thought I wouldn't win at all, including the postmodern Major General, Muriact, Baron. Yeah, Baron needs to get back to Party House and relearn from the basics, because this is how we win around here. Okay, life is good, especially if you're me. Hopefully it's even better tomorrow. I've got the weekly one-shot. It's a puzzle game from the Dark Ages. It's very old, called, it's not the Incredible Machine, but it's pretty much the Incredible Machine. And I think if that goes well, we'll have some Dominions afterwards, which means I gotta set up Dominions this evening, but that's my problem. Cheers for joining. It was an excellent run. I'm still feeling pumped up from this, but until I am back, so cheers and cheerio.